Hello guys, Sapphire Yagame with the review for the second episode of Once Upon a Time in Wonderland, titled Trust Me. In this episode, we get more into, um, we see more flashbacks concerning Alice and Cyrus in terms of when they first met. We see more in terms of the involvement of the Red Queen and Jafar. So, Alice decides that she can find Cyrus by finding his genie bottle. And of course, every genie is tied to the bottle. Whoever controls the bottle pretty much controls the genie. So we get a flashback of the master before Cyrus was sent to Wonderland. They're in Agrabah, of course. This is nice young man. He's doing real good. And Jafar comes in and he kind of notices that he owns two camels when everybody else in the area could barely afford one. He got these really nice scarves. His place is really nice compared to everybody else. So Jafar knows something is up. Nobody apparently no peasant is that freaking lucky to get some nice scarves and got two camels. Some nice rugs and stuff. So he figures something is up. So the man, pretty much gets, excuse himself because, his tea, going off. So he gets the genie bottle and says, like, the dude that you warned me about, he's here, you gotta go. So he makes his third wish and he wishes that, the genie would, go somewhere far away. And Jafar gets on, he's like, no! But it's already too late, the genie bottle's already gone. So he asked the man, where did you send him? He's like, I don't know, because he pretty much really didn't give, like, a specific destination, So he pretty much asks mercy from Jafar, and Jafar says, "Well, it looks like we're both not getting what we want today," and he kills the man. So so they show you the extent of how evil Jafar is, And then we have present day Wonderland. We have Alice, talking to Cyrus. We're gonna have to get to this. I forgot what the heck it's some sort of forest. It's Wonderland. It had weird names. I can't remember the name of the forest. So if you guys can remember, can you type it in the thing? Because I can't remember. I think it begins with an M. I can't remember the name of the forest. I don't know why. So as they head toward heading toward the place where Alice and they end up running to the lake, and the only way they could get across is by using the ferry. So I'm like, oh, so but I didn't know when they made ferry. They actually meant ferry. So they clapped their hands a couple times, and this ferry appeared. Turns out it's Silver Mist. I remember I was thinking in my review for Once Upon a Time when we on the episode for the Tinkerbell episode, I was like, I think I came to the scene. I was like, man, I really hoping they show the other fairies. Apparently, we will get to see the other fairies because we have Silver Mist. So let's take a Tinkerbell's Fairy Mist. So we got Iridescent, and the rest of them got to get it shown. So I think that's pretty cool. They're incorporating the other fairies of Tinkerbell's, fairy, franchise and stuff. So I think it's pretty cool. They involving other fairies, like Silver Mist and whatnot. So it's pretty cool. But apparently, Silver Mist is very not happy to see the Knave of Hearts because apparently they had a thing and he broke her heart. Poor Silver Mist. But she's really pretty though. So she does grant help him go across the thing, but then she gets mad at Cyrus and drops him in the water. Now the Knave of Hearts can't swim. So As like, oh great, now what? So she pretty much stops, the whole, the thing with fairy dust, the pixie dust, you don't believe anymore, so you stop flying, you don't think of any happy thoughts, you sink. So she does that, saves the Knave of Hearts from drowning, and they climb on top of this island. Come to find out, it's not really an island; it's a giant turtle. And she pretty much threatens the turtle, poor turtle, to take them where they need to go. I feel bad for Turtle. She had to threaten the turtle. Meanwhile, at the castle where Queen lives, she is pretty much having an audience with the people of Wonderland. They're complaining about my crops not growing. This such and such, constantly on my land, blah blah blah. And the Queen is just looking like, your complaints bore me. I'm like, really? You're the Queen. You're supposed to be helping these people. So then Jafar comes up. He freezes everybody, and he says, have you had any, pretty much wants to update on Alice, and what's going on and so far. So the Red Queen gets all snarky and be like, I'm busy. Can't you see I have my subject? I'm a queen. I can't just stop everything. So Jafar be like, oh really? He literally turns everybody into, like, I guess you say dust. and they just turn it down. He's like, it looks like your schedule was clear for today. See, that I mean, I'll be scared of Jafar too. You just turn people to dust and without a problem. Red Queen can't do nothing. All she can say is off with your head, off with your head, and all you do is disappear. I mean, Jafar, obviously, she is scared of Jafar, but she still holds her own. You know what I'm saying? She holds her own. She may not have magic, but she holds her own, and that makes her a cool queen. So she then gets an update from the White Rabbits stating that Alice and Cyrus, not Alice, Alice and the Knave of Hearts are heading toward the tree in which Alice says she buried the genie lamp. So that since the White Rabbit has reported White Red Queen, she reports it to Jafar, even though she really didn't want to, because he didn't kind of put like a paralyzing spell on her, so she had to, talk. So Jafar goes off and goes to the tree and everything. He hits his little staff on the ground, and he's freaking like bugs come out, and he starts searching for the genie lamp. So by the time Alice gets there, she tells the Knave of Hearts that the genie bottle is not really buried here, and the Knave of Hearts is like, "Why would you say that?" She said she did that so she could figure out. It's pretty much she used that as bait to see who she's up against, and she sees Jafar, and she tells Knave, "This is who we up against. This is Jafar," and he's like, "Really not me. He's really not nice." So that's all that happened in present day Wonderland. Past Wonderland, we see Cyrus' bottle finally end up in Wonderland. And from the events from the first episode that we saw in terms of flashbacks, when Alice gets in the bottle, that we see their love blossom. So we actually see him give her the 3 wishes. She doesn't use them yet. So then he kind of takes on these I guess you would say in terms of Aladdin, a magic carpet ride without the whole magic carpet. So they venture around worlds and stuff. He teaches her how to sword fight, and he ends up telling her to hurry and make some wishes because he doesn't. He's trying to prevent his feelings because he falls in love with her, and Alice like, I'm not gonna use my wishes. I don't have nothing I could kind of wish for. So they end up falling in love. Becoming a couple, and we all know how it ends. And he is then kidnapped by the Red Queen of Jafar. So close to the end of the episode, Alice then gets a letter from Cyrus. Cyrus is in a prison. He was talking to the dude who wants to play chess or whatnot. So he was writing Alice a letter. It gets sent out, and she eventually gets it. And she's like, so excited. And the Hearts wants to be freaking snarky with a little snark remark about, I thought she didn't need proof about love. She's like, you don't need proof, but it's nice, to have a little something once in a while, which is true. I mean, you really don't need flowers and candy and rings and stuff to tell somebody you love them. But it is nice to have like a little keepsake. Something you could remember. Something you could look back on and show your kids or something. In that terms. So I understood what you meant by that in that terms. So that was the second episode of Once Upon a Time in Wonderland. Once Upon a Time in Wonderland. I keep wanting to say Alice in Wonderland. Once Upon a Time in Wonderland, episode 2, titled Trust Me. Episode 3 will be titled Forget Me Not. And if you're guys wondering why I'm trying to make these videos shorts, is because I tried to upload my review the first time, and YouTube would not upload it because it said it was too long. But my review for the first episode of American Horror Story Coven was pretty much 29 minutes and I think 51, it was longer. I think it's the longest video I have on there. So I'm gonna try to make these short so I don't get no freaking rejections on my videos. So I want you guys to comment, rate, subscribe. Tell me what you think about Alice in why want to say Alice in Wonderland so bad? Tell me what you think about Once Upon a Time in Wonderland. What are your thoughts on Alice as a character, the Red Queen, Jafar, Cyrus, and the Knave of Hearts, and of course the White Rabbit. See you guys next time.